All right, I'm here with Sabrina Camargo. She is an admissions counselor at the University of Indianapolis. Sabrina, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, so first of all, just tell us a little bit about University of Indianapolis, where exactly in Indy it is located, kind of how many students are there, and just anything else that you think is relevant and why a student would want to attend there.
Absolutely. So the University of Indianapolis is located on the south side of Indianapolis in University Heights, about 10 minutes south of downtown. And we have about 4,000 undergraduate students and about 1,500 adult and graduate learners. So we have a variety of programs to really suit a variety of students.
All right, and yeah, it's right there, about 15 or 20 minutes away from us. So, right in our general area there. What does University of Indianapolis look for in potential students, and what kind of admissions requirements are there to get into the school?
So the University of Indianapolis has transitioned to being test optional. So the only requirements that we have are the application, whether that be through the Common App or our individual application, and official high school transcripts. And what we look for in students is a 2.5 GPA or higher, and any information that they're willing to share with us as we individualize pretty much every step of the process and making sure that we can get to know our students so that we can help them in any way that we can.
So you look for them in kind of what classes they're taking and how they are challenging themselves based off of that. So it's even if their grade point average is a little bit lower, like a 2.6, 2.7, as opposed to like a 3.8, 3.9, you would look at the classes that they're taking and how they're challenging themselves.
Absolutely, yes.
Good. So what are some of the majors that you offer? Some of the ones maybe you're more known for, and do any of those schools require anything else like different than the University of Indianapolis admissions requirements?
So we're predominantly known for the health sciences, business, and the behavioral sciences like psychology and social work. So that includes nursing, exercise science, pre-physical therapy, and pre-occupational therapy. And so some of the things that are really important for students to take into consideration are, of course, what their AP and dual credit courses will satisfy. But one thing I also want them to be mindful of is that while the university itself might accept dual credit or AP credit for the courses that they took in high school, that they be mindful that maybe some of their particular programs like nursing or exercise science, whether that will satisfy for their actual degree. So like anatomy and physiology has been one where students took it in high school, but when they actually went to go to apply to grad school, that is when there were maybe a few conflicts with their application. So being mindful of those graduate programs if students are wanting to attend further education.
Gotcha. And then for those schools, there's nothing different. Like it's just if you're accepted into the University of Indianapolis, then you can go to those. There's nothing like special for any of those schools.
Correct. So those programs that one might think of like nursing or engineering, we kind of take that first year, their freshman year, into consideration with maybe some pre-courses to make sure that we've prepared them for what's to come in their sophomore, junior, and senior year as an in-house preparation for their degree.
Okay. And then obviously, cost of college is very big topic right now. So what is the cost to attend University of Indianapolis? And then what are some of the financial aid opportunities that students have?
So we'll break it up in the three portions. Tuition itself is for the 22-23 school year is $33,252. Room and board with a basic freshman dorm and the 14 meal plan comes at just below $12,000. And the fees, not including nursing or engineering, they do have a slightly higher fee, is $1,720. So that comes for a sticker price of $46,800. But a student with a GPA of 2.5 or higher is eligible anywhere between $10,000 and $19,000. Students with a GPA of a 3.85 or higher are also potentially eligible for additional aid if they apply before November 1st. So that is extremely important for students to take a look at their email, maybe check the spam folder as well, as links sometimes get triggered and sent to the spam folder. And of course, we take a very individualistic approach with our students. So we encourage every student who is eligible to file the FAFSA to go ahead and do that, to see if there's any opportunity for federal and state aid. The university actually also uses the results of the FAFSA to determine if there's any additional institutional aid that we can give the student. And then for students we are a private institution, but we do accept 21st century scholars. So this is really important for students who are 21st century scholars to file their FAFSA so that we can ensure that they receive those benefits. And of course, it is an individual approach. So each student will have a different, what we call financial aid package. So communication with their admissions counselor about this to clarify anything is really important.
Okay. So last question here. Think back to when you were in high school, sophomore, junior, senior in high school, and you were starting to go through this process. What's something that you wish you had known about that as you were going through this process?
So when I was I am a first gen, I do want to add that. So I had no idea what I was doing when I was a junior or senior in high school. So I really wish I would have been in communication with my admissions counselors because I know they hold all of the answers. And if they don't, we do everything in our power to make sure that we can get those answers for our students. And we do take an individualistic approach in pretty much every part of the process. So whether that was trying to find additional scholarship opportunities or how to submit my housing application, does the institution have any additional funding to help potentially lower the cost that the student may not know about? So keeping in touch with your admissions counselor and asking any and all questions is really important. One of my colleagues likes to say that we are the student's personal assistant through the admissions process. So I really think that it would have completely changed my approach to trying to find the colleges that was a right fit for me. But also making sure that they had all of the programs that I at one point was interested in, because it happens more often than not. Students change their majors. So definitely keeping an eye out for the different programs that a school might have.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, Sabrina. I know this is a busy time for you, but I appreciate you taking this time out to help me learn more about UIndy.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Once again, Sabrina Camargo, admissions counselor at the University of Indianapolis.